Hello, guys. It's me again. I actually, eh. Every time I start to talk, I'm getting out of breath because I have to get used to talking. I don't talk a lot in the day. I'm silent most of the time. Okay, so I actually planned of doing a video where I'm putting down some notes and um I'm telling you something about a specific topic. I have some topics for this video, but it's still a little bit random, because there was just a lot of stuff that came to my mind, and I'm trying to remember it because I just felt like that, and you guys like those videos too, so I'm just gonna do it like that. I think it is 2 days ago since the last video, and I didn't want to talk about this actually, but you like me just talking about stuff. I think the raw feeling of someone just being themselves and just yapping is something that people really enjoy, and that's really cool. I like that too, depending on who the person is, but if you like someone, you may be invested into their yapping. Okay, so something I wanted to say first. The last days I did a little bit of a break. I didn't really draw. I was using my pencil yesterday, but I was drawing the first page of my manga of my new chapter, and then I drew the next page. But then I realized it feels meaningless right now. I don't have any motivation to draw. I have to take a break from drawing. And then I just stopped and I was doing something else. And I was just chilling around. And I was not really being productive. And that felt so good. And I knew that I would come back to drawing, that I would effortlessly want to draw again. I don't have to tell myself when to draw, it just happens. For some reason my brain just didn't want it to draw right now. It just made me really uncomfortable. My brain had something to process. I don't know what it was. I don't know. So yeah, and today I'm really motivated to draw. I'm actually motivated to do a stream again, and yeah. And actually I was also not focused. Like when I was putting down the art, it was really hard for me to draw. And I mean, I can still draw, but it was difficult to focus. And yeah, but now today I'm probably gonna do a stream after I'm done with this video, and then in the stream I'm gonna draw, and I'm gonna get some more subscribers because I'm back on the grind. I'm back on purchasing my webtoon. I'm back off sharing with you my thoughts, and you basically, this whole channel is about a person who's growing on her journey and taking power over the world. That sounds, don't take that too serious, but creating my dreams, make them real, and yeah, you're part of this. I'm really confident, and this is what I wanted to say next, is that I don't know why different people want certain stuff, but if you truly have a certain dream, even if it's someone you truly love, people always say you shouldn't be like focused too much on one person. I think that really depends. I mean, I think, okay, I think if you feel love for someone, and even if this person rejects you, if you still love them, accept the love you have, and be optimistic. And I'm not giving you dating advice right now. I'm not an expert, but I think you just let the love be, and or do the thing that feels the less painful. And one day you may meet the person may come back to you, or you may stumble over another person and fall in love with them. But don't force yourself to stop feeling love, because I think love is not just love. It's also part of a personal growth. It's part of you. Like that you, a certain kind of human being fell, that may sound cheesy, but that you fall in love with a specific kind of person, that's part of your personality too. The love is part of you, and you, the human being that wants something, wants this love now. And you, maybe the person doesn't come to you, but you deserve of feeling this love. And I don't think you should express your feelings. And love is also like a feeling, And we don't even understand why love is there. I don't think we even know a lot about love. Yeah, we know like the hormones, and it's something biological, but it's not just. I think the feeling is more than that. And I think it does more with us than we are aware of. And I truly think you should go the path of love and just let the feelings be and just let it guide you, I'm not a dating expert. I'm not telling you that you get the person you want, but of course you should always be with the person you truly love. But maybe you will fall in love deeply with someone, and then you end up falling in love with somebody else, and then you can get together with this person. I don't know. Or you fall in love with this. Like, I also think that, of course, we should respect someone who rejects us. Like, if someone rejects us, we have to accept that, But you still can be confident and show them in a respectful manner that you like them. You shouldn't like obsess over them or like stalk them, of course. You shouldn't do that. You should respectfully treat them. But maybe, people sometimes, they think of you in one way and they need their time to understand you and they need their time to fall in love with you. Some people just don't love you at first sight, but they're gonna start to love you when they see you are a confident person. And this is like the thing. When you let the feeling of love being inside of you, then you become more and more, in my experience, you can become more and more confident. And it's just part of your personal growth. And when you are a confident person, sometimes people get rejected, but because they were friends with the person, they were treating her respectfully, and they were just like doing, like, you shouldn't just obsess over a person, you should like do stuff in your life, but if you're like into the person and you're on their side still, and they may change their opinion about you, and they may start to like you. We see that in stories, and I think those are not just stories. It really depends on the story. Like, there's a lot of stuff about love where it's like really fictional, I don't know, I just had those thoughts, but I think you can have a lot of other opinions on that. And I think it really depends on the situation. I think you can disagree with this on one hand. On the other hand, you could say it really depends on who you are and who loves who, I just think don't give up love immediately. And let people take their time falling in love with you. And just be yourself. If you really want to say something, hey, I still like you, then do that. Even if this person is going to reject you, doesn't matter. It feels better because you are yourself. I think this is the biggest problem about dating, because people stay so hard to the dating rules. And dating rules can be, like, they can help you have better, like, to accomplish something in dating easier, but you shouldn't become another persona. And I think a lot of people just become a certain kind of person, and everybody doesn't want to be cringe. Nobody wants to be clingy, but I think love is stronger than that someone would care about you being clingy. I think that, and of course, I'm giving you dating advice. I was never in a relationship, so take that with a disclaimer, and don't take it too serious what I say. I'm not like telling you this is how it should be done. I think in love there are no rules, and it's really hard to say this is the right way in love. I think this is why love is so complex for us to understand, because there is no right or wrong. As long as you don't harm somebody and kill somebody, as long as you're a nice, kind human being, and you're respectful and you're not illegal, there are no rules in love, you know? And I think a lot of people don't understand it and suppress their beings, and this is why a lot of people fail to reach the right love, because they're processing like robots. This is what I think. I just wanted to share that. Actually, I wanted to talk about something else too, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so I want to say something else. This video is a bit it's a bit cringy, but I like it. I don't mind being cringy, and I'm confident. You know, this is like something I noticed when you start to like someone, and you tell them, and even they don't like you at the same way, there's something really confident about. I mean, I wouldn't be like, if someone doesn't like you, I mean, I wouldn't tell them again. I would just be in silence, and then it goes away a lot of times. When you stop expressing it, you also start to look out for other people a lot of times. You know, but if you still feel like you like this person, you could imagine you dating it, don't be afraid to be confident about it, and don't be afraid, like, you know, some people would be like, if someone rejects me, oh, I have to play the distant person, and I have to be cool now, and I put myself in distant that this person chases me. But you just be distant if you feel like it. If you feel like doing that, then do that. But if you feel like you just want to tell the person that you like them, then just be open, because then you're confident, and confidence is so important. If you're playing a distant person but in a really insecure way, this is not attractive. You know, it's much more attractive to be confident. Even be confident than being insecure. I can talk about this on and on. I think love is really interesting, you know. And we like people who are confident, because when you are confident, you have your shit together. You are a clear mind. You are more focused. So you grow faster. You are more intelligent. You are better in expressing yourself because you stop caring. And stop caring means you are much more clear in the mind. You're much more faster to react in a conversation. You have interesting stuff to say. It's watching like an interesting suspenseful action movie. There's always something happening with you, and people, don't be afraid of being like a freak or be weird, you know. I mean, it depends how freaky, but I think a lot of people are afraid that they're too unique, and there's nothing wrong with that. It can happen that when you are unique, people will keep their distance first, not because they don't like you, but you are too a lot, and they might not be even freaked out by you, but it's something they're not used to, and have to get used to it first. But then they realize there's something charming about you, you know? Be yourself. I really tell you that. Be yourself. Ask yourself, what do I want? And if you don't know what you want, this is fine, okay. Then this is the current state of mind you are right now. It's the same with being insecure. I'm telling people that confidence is key, but then it's like, yeah, but I can't be confident right now. Dude, I had a time where I was really insecure and I couldn't be confident to that time. And it was also a time where I was thinking about dating, and then it was hard because people told like, yeah, you have to be confident because then you're not attractive in dating. But I was like, I want to tell someone when I'm insecure and I don't give a fuck. I'm going to share my insecurities with someone I date. Even if I don't end up with this person, it makes me feel better in the end because I was myself. Because I don't want to pretend to be someone else for somebody, because this is hurtful to myself. Be yourself even if you lose someone, because you do this for yourself. You're not just doing this for the other person, you know, this is so important. And I think this is for people hard to do, because then they may not end up with the person they want to date, you know. But you will meet the right person. And you being yourself is not just you being yourself. You change the world. Because a lot of people are not being themselves. When you are yourself, you are becoming a shining star. And you start people to change their mind, and people will be invested into you. It's also like gaining power. It's not just like, oh, I'm just myself. No, when you are a strong, confident yourself person, you are strong and you have an influence on people. And I mean influence in a peaceful way, you know? I think that. I'm just having this theory. It was just in my mind and I just think that. I don't know. Maybe, no, I think like that. I don't know. Maybe I think differently about this in a bunch of years. I don't really have proof to that. But it's something that I have this feeling inside of me, and it's a theory. It's just a theory. I don't say it's a fact, it's a theory, you know? But people who have an influence are always confident, unique human beings. Like people like Charlie, like Moist Critical, he is a really special persona. He is a special character. He's a person too, but he has a specific personality to him that makes him being a big YouTuber that a lot of people are into watching, you know, and he stands out from the rest. He does stuff that people respect him for, even if it's like the most craziest thing out there. But because he's doing what he says what he thinks. And you have to be insecure sometimes. I think there will be a person falling in love with an insecure person because they get an insight of you. You are a human being. Being insecure means you are a human being. And if you are insecure and you tell this someone, maybe this person helps you in working on your insecurities. I mean, you're not talking to a therapist, but you have to express your insecurities to do that, and not just to your therapist. I think you should tell this to everybody. Even if the person you want to date, tell them that you're insecure about stuff. Be open with them, because this is so respectful, because it means you show them yourself. And I know dating experts say sometimes, oh, you shouldn't like point out the stuff that you don't like about your face. You shouldn't do that, because when you do that, people see that and then they think you're ugly. This is not true. Like, if someone tells me, someone I found attractive, and they tell me I don't like my nose because of this, it doesn't change. I don't look at them and I'm like, oh, now I think you're more ugly. No, I'm thinking about totally other stuff. I'm thinking like, this person shares a really personal thing with me. And this person is honest with me and not afraid to share it. There's something really strong about sharing your insecurities, because you're showing them your weakness. And showing your weakness, being strong enough, being brave enough to show someone your weakness, it's like in a fight. You're showing someone a weakness, but then the enemy is striking back and you are defending yourself perfectly because you were playing poker with them. You know, and they don't know how you will react to it, but I never find someone less attractive just because they tell me certain stuff about their body they don't like. I think about totally other stuff. I'm like telling them what I think. And I'm like, no, this looks attractive. And I don't mind. And I think, why should someone you date so much mind so much? You know, there's something really good that dating experts say, but you can just be confident when you are on a certain kind of level, you know? And there's nothing attractive about faking confidence. You know, because faking confidence is just like, yeah, I can't take you serious. It's not attractive. You know? So, yeah, I just wanted to share that. I don't know why. It has nothing to do with my art, but I just wanted to share that. And yeah. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Goodbye.